Oh, it's March and we're doing big things today. Thank you guys for coming on the team call. It is a pleasure to see all of you showing up for your business, especially Teresa in Hawaii on her 50th birthday celebration, still showing up for the team call. That deserves a little extra shout out. I'm grateful that you are carving out time out of your vacation to listen to me talk. So I am excited this week because I was specifically asked to do a training on TicTok. You might not even know what TicTok is. You might just think that that's what a clock does, but I've got news for you guys. TicTok is something amazing for your business if you're willing to invest time. Hey, Nicole. What's up, Anna? So we're talking all things TicTok for this team call. Before I get into the TicTok training, I just want to make sure that you guys all know that the spray foundations come out tomorrow. They're being restocked tomorrow. There's only 61,000 units, and that's like across the different colors. So they will go quickly. So make sure that at exactly 12 p.m. Eastern,
have a good
you
night.
are online and ready to rock and roll, because you could miss it. It's going to be quick and it's going to be down and dirty, and no prisoners. We're taking no prisoners tomorrow. Get your pre-orders out now. Get your invoices out now. Get your money. Make sure you're telling those customers you're going to do your best in case you have to refund their money. And before you refund their money, you might want to check with some other presenters on the team. If they didn't get, if they got a couple extras, you might be able to still appease your customer, even though it means you lose out on the sale. So you have to decide if you want to make them wait or if you want to just go ahead and have that. Before I get into the TicTok training, I am just going to mute everyone really quickly so that there's no distractions. And then I'm going to change this view, which hopefully now, can you guys wave at me if it's just my big head? And like you can't just see me and like everybody else got minimized. If you're on your phone, you might have only seen me anyway, but if you're on a laptop, you'll see lots of different icons with everybody's face. Everyone should be done. And I wanted to see if you guys could see this video. Can you see kind of like my TikTok screen a little bit? I can't figure out a way to do this training without showing you guys like my thing here. Maybe if I turn down the lighting. Hold on a second. Let me just turn down the screen lighting, and that might like show it a little bit better. Hold on. Let's try now. Okay. So first of all, yeah, that's a little bit better. First of all, what is TikTok and why should you even care about it? TikTok is a new social media, not new. TikTok is a social media app that is most commonly used in the younger generation, and it's starting to pick up steam in Gen Xers and, you know, old people like me and like you. So I wanted to share with you some of my tips and tricks for rocking a TikTok. I just started TikTok the last week of November of 2019. I didn't do it before that. I had to sit down with my 11-year-old and I had to say, tell me about TikTok. I need to know what I'm doing. Show me the ropes. And he helped me create my account. He even wrote my caption. That's still my caption. I haven't even changed it from what he wrote, which is thirsty men back off, I'm taken. So he was, you know, making sure that all those weird creepers on TikTok weren't hitting up his mom. So I appreciate that. So I've learned a lot of things over the last 3 months. So I started the last week of November. That means I had all of December, all of January, and all of February in what I would consider like self-study, or, you know, kind of like just learning the ropes. And I want to share with you guys what I've learned. In that time, in 3 months, I have almost 5,000 followers. I don't even have that many followers on my Instagram page that I have been actively working for over 5 years, okay? I have more than 52,000 likes across all of my videos, and I've only posted 140 videos. So you do the math, 140 videos divided by 50,000 likes, you can see how I'm getting a lot of traffic on my content Whereas even on my business page, I think I only have 7,000 followers on my business page. I say only. I have 7,000 followers on my business page. And that's taken me 3 or 4 years to get to. And I'm still, it feels very slow growing. So the one thing that TikTok has to its advantage is how quickly you can pick up steam and how much exposure you can get in such a short amount of time. And that's why it's valuable to you. Another thing that we want to make sure that we're always doing as people that are in social media marketing, we don't ever want to be closed-minded to new platforms. Breaking into a new platform could be the game changer that you've been needing. And what we do is we get very closed-minded when it comes to trying new things. We know Facebook, we're going to stay on Facebook. Maybe I'll dabble in a little bit of Instagram, but I'm not going to work it very hard. I'm going to stick to what I know, which is Facebook, which is valuable. But if you're not careful, you're going to end up being a dinosaur like my grandma, who had me teach her how to do email. Okay, and she still doesn't really know how to text, and she's still not up with technology. Technology is going to keep evolving. It is on you to stay in line with the times. I am almost 40 years old. I'll be 40 in a couple months. I do not want to not grow my business because I'm not trying these new platforms. So I went ahead and ventured over. I've had a lot of success. I've had some success, and I want to share with you some of what I've been doing. In my 140 videos, I've had more than 10 videos with over 10,000 views. 10,000 views on one piece of content. That's amazing to me. I've had 2 videos have over 200,000 views. I'm not saying 2,000, 200,000 views, as in 250,000 views on at least 2 of my videos, okay? So TikTok is one of those places where it's social media based, kind of like Instagram. If you've ever done, it used to be something else. What was it called? Musical.ly. It used to be called Musical.ly, and then they got bought out, and now they're called TikTok. Your content that you're creating is anywhere from 15 seconds to 60 seconds. So it's short. It's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So you're making these almost like commercials for your business. You want to think about what kind of content you're creating, because now you are officially a content creator when you're doing TikToks. You're recording things and then posting it for people to view. It's not, you can go live, but you have to have 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. So until you get 1,000 followers, you can't go live. You have to be creating these 15 to 60 second videos that are fun, that are catchy, that are playful. One of the things that I noticed about TikTok, it's a little edgier, and it doesn't have to be quite as professional as you might consider your business page on Facebook, which we always talk is your storefront. If you use profanity, you could use profanity in TikTok and it's socially acceptable. In fact, I noticed that it's kind of rewarded, where people are like, oh, she said the F-bomb, like. Okay, even if you're not actually saying it, a lot of the content on TikTok is voiceovers. So you'll take audio from, like, say your favorite show, like, or whatever movie, like say Mean Girls or something, the movie Mean Girls. There's audio clips that you can find, and then you do a voiceover, basically miming this thing in some funny way. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of things on kind of how I find content, how I use TikTok and other people's videos for inspiration, and then walk you through the process of creating an actual video. Is that something, is that good for you guys? I'll show you all of the different tips and tricks for creating content. So that's what's important for you to know. One of the things that I will also say is I looked at TikTok as a blank slate, and I did not come in guns a-blazing with unique. I came in simply with a desire to figure out how to work the app and to grow a following of people that liked me and liked what I had to say. And then as it evolved, then I can start plugging a little bit of unique here and there. Like today, I had a lady say, what brow product are you using? So that opened up a conversation. I know some other presenters that have been able to even sponsor through TikTok. So it is working if you work it. And just in 3 months, I've got almost 5,000 followers, which is more than I've gotten in 5 years on Instagram. So I'm sold. Just from that statistic, it's worth a try, right? So the first thing that you're going to notice when you sign up for your account, it's very similar to any other social media account. You'll have to create a username. You'll create a little bio, which you could link to your other social medias. You could put like in your Instagram tag and your Facebook, whatever, how to find you in that. I didn't. I just have a short little blurb that my son created to kind of make me very real to people. I don't want to look like a business account. I want to look like a person. So the other thing that I did is I just watched a crap ton of other people's videos to see what was trending, to see what was popular, to see what other people were doing so that I could pay attention and see how I could regurgitate that for myself. On your homepage, there are 2 tabs at the very top. I hope you guys can see this. One says following and one says for you, okay? Under following, that's going to streamline kind of like your most recent. That's going to be everybody that you follow's recent content. So you're going to get to see all of the people that you follow, which we should all be following each other. My handle is my name, Marie.Triplet. So you guys can find me there if you're not already there. You could follow me and then you could look through my videos. If you find a creator that you really like, go ahead and give them a follow. Start paying attention to the content that they're creating, and then let the wheels start spinning on how you can make your own content. The For You page is what's really interesting, the For You tab at the very top here from your homepage, because this is what TikTok thinks that you will like based on your habits. So it's like your suggested content. So you're going to go through those and find other people to follow. You want to heart things. Heart is like liking it. There's no thumbs up button. There's only a heart. So you want to heart things. You want to comment. You want to be active, because just like all other social media platforms, it boosts your algorithm to interact with other people, okay? So let's just say, like, I love this girl, whatever she's doing. I don't know. I'm just watching it now with you guys. You can see she's doing some kind of makeup thing. She's got like these short little, like, she stops and starts, but like her whole makeup routine. So I'll want to give her a heart. Oh, sorry, I touched it oh, now she went away. Damn it. So anyway, anytime I see somebody that's doing anything that's even remotely something I'm into, I'm liking I'm hearting it and all of that, right? You can share them. You can do all kinds of things. When you post your own content, that's going to come up on here. So on your me page, at the bottom of the thing, you've got several little icons. You've got home, discover, the plus sign, which is how you would record. The next one says inbox. So this is all my notifications. I've got 30 notifications that I need to read. And then this is the me tab. On the me tab, this is where you're going to see all of your videos, and you can see how many views they've had. Okay. So once you can see how many views they've had. This is the one that I just posted. I hope you guys can see this, where my middle finger is. This is the one that I just posted this morning, and it's got almost 9,000 views already. So I've never had that kind of interaction on any of my other social media platforms. When you create your account, under me, In the top left corner, I hope you guys are taking notes because this is going to be a big data dump of information. You can always go back and watch the video later. In the top right corner, there's the 3 dots, the ellipsis or whatever it's called. If you click those 3 dots, then it'll give you a bunch of different things that you can do with your account. The first thing that you'll want to do is go to the bottom, and you'll want to turn it into a business account or a professional account. And that's going to open up the analytics. This is why you need this. The analytics is going to tell you, as soon as this comes up, your video views. It's going to show you how many followers you have. So you can see here, hopefully you can see here, my videos just in the last 7 days have had 222,000 views. I know that's probably reversed. You guys are looking at the things backwards. So this is the overview. You can see which day, like you can see the days that have more, whatever. You can go under content. It's going to show you which videos are trending, which videos have the most interaction. It's also going to show you just a bunch of different things about your analytics so that you can go back and self-check, audit the kind of content that you're creating, and pay attention. If you made 3 food videos and they went off the charts, guess what you need to be making more of? Food videos. If you made collage videos with just photo, and it's crickets, and you made 2 or 3 of those and they've all been crickets, stop making that kind of content. This app right here, this TikTok, will literally reward you for good content. They put you on the For You page, and then they intentionally show your content to other people when they see that you're getting engagement. So wash, rinse, repeat. When you see something's working, do it again. All right. So when you're in the analytics here, another really valuable thing is under the followers tab. It shows you a breakdown of gender. So you can see I'm 79.6% female. That's what you want, right? That's my target market, is female. It also shows you the territories. So like the US is 88% of my viewers, 4% is Canada, 1% is Germany, and then it shows you the peak times when your account is getting the most action. Now this is UTC, Universal Time Zone, not Eastern Time. So if you're on the East Coast, it's 5 hours earlier. So right now it says my follower activity is at 8 p.m., which technically means that I get peak performance at 3 p.m. my time because it's 5 hours earlier from UTC. So if you're not on the East Coast, you'll want to go on to Google and you'll convert UTC to your time zone, and you'll see the hour difference, so then you could know. Now, because I know that 3 p.m. is when I'm getting the most interaction on my TikTok, I want to make sure that I'm posting my videos about an hour to 2 hours before that, so that they have time to start picking up speed when I'm getting ready for my peak time. Does all of that make sense? I'm really dumping a lot of technical information. I'm going to open it up for questions here in a minute. As in addition to the analytics, you could go into one singular video. So let's go to the video that I just posted this morning. Okay. If you go to the 3 dots here, there is a video specific analytics, which is this button right here. It says it analytics. You can't really see that right there, but if you click this one right here, this is the analytics. And this shows you this video's specific analytics. So look, it's been shared 11 times. I didn't share it. I don't know who shared it. I don't know where they shared it. I can't follow it, but it's been shared 11 times. So that's good to know. Then it shows you how many views you've had. It shows you the type of traffic, like your audience, the male-female ratio. It shows you the countries that they're in. So you can kind of see where you're gaining steam, and then you can cater your content to those people, right? Like those are the people that like what you're doing. Start talking to them. All right. So analytics is very important. And another thing that you could do, just like on Instagram, you can use hashtags. That is going to be very important to help you find your niche. Niche is such like a buzzword these days. It's like your area that you are good at. I'm doing food, yoga, makeup, and a little bit of just like random stuff. But I'm sticking to what I know: food, makeup, and yoga, right? With a few funny ones or just like weird voiceovers just because they're funny or they're popular. You can use music clips in this app, which is really valuable because on Facebook, you can't really use a lot of music because of the copyright. For whatever reason, TikTok allows you to use music in your videos, which helps it get more popular because it makes it trendier and more fun. When you're using the music, all right, now we're going to get into the how to actually make a video, okay? So the little plus sign at the bottom is where you open it up to start recording. This little plus sign right here. So I'm going to click this little plus sign. Okay, so it's going to open up to something like this. Okay, so right now you're looking at the wall behind me. Let me see if I can show you guys. You're looking at the wall behind me. Okay, so this is what the app looks like. This button right here is your record button. Along the bottom, you've got a few options. You can choose 15 seconds or 60 seconds. If you choose 15 seconds and start recording and realize that you don't have enough time, you're going to lose everything that you've recorded for those 15 seconds. So if it's like a couple of clips of you applying your makeup and then you realize it's going to take longer than 15 seconds, you're going to have to delete it and start over. So I just always start them at 60 seconds, and if I can finish them in 15 seconds, that's fine. But you don't want to not have enough time to get your video made and then lose all of the things that you were creating, okay? So I always set it up to start at 60 seconds. There's like a few templates here. Like you can set up video templates. This one's a very popular one where you load like 4 or 5 photos and then it morphs them into like a cute video, and then you can go live. Like I said, you have to have at least 1,000 followers to be able to go live. One of the beautiful parts about going live on TikTok is that this is how you monetize it. As you're going live, people can send you coins or gifts that they pay for that you can cash in for real money. $50 to $100, you cash in these gifts that people send you. It's basically like a little sticker and then you receive, and when you collect enough stickers, you get to cash out money. Sign me up. I mean, you're telling me I can just cash out $50 because people sent me some stickers? Yes, let me try. I haven't cashed anything out yet, but I'm hoping to do that soon. So there's a couple of different things that you can do from that. All right. So if you're recording here, let's go back to the how-to. Along the side, you're going to have a few basically like editing things. You can adjust there's a beauty filter that makes you look prettier. It just like softens your skin and whatever. There's actual regular filters that you can use. You can flip the camera so that it's forward facing or front facing, whatever. All right. So, and then there's effects. So the effects are kind of fun because like if you had these videos, it just does like weird things to your videos and like makes them a little more fun and interesting to watch. Think about it. The human attention span is less than 6 seconds. So since we know that the human attention span is less than 6 seconds, it has to catch them right away. So you play around with some of these fun little features to make it look a little bit more exciting and jazzy. And you could just decide what you like. All right, so that's the effects. You could also go ahead and record a video and then upload something from your camera roll. This is valuable if you've already created content for Instagram or for your business page, like 1-minute videos or something like that. You can upload those videos here too. All right, now, if you're going to record, let me just take this out of this case. This is going to help me a lot if it's not in this case. Sorry, you guys. You guys asked for this, and so this is all the details. All right. So now we're here. A couple of things. This red button, you can hit it once and it'll start recording and stop when you hit it again. That's great. You can also hit it and hold it. Oh, you know what? I got an effect on here. Let me turn that effect off because that's weird. Okay. You can also hold it. Let me get my head out of the way. Watch. If you hold it here on the red dot and swipe up, it zooms. So now you can see what's going on my whiteboard. Do you see? So it zooms when you're holding the button, and then you drag it out and it zooms back out. Okay? So now it's zoomed back out. So that's a cute little thing that you can do. If you're choosing an audio, let me close out of this. Let me exit out. So let me go to my home page. I'm going to turn up my volume really quick.
Hey guys, so I noticed that a lot of
Okay. I'm just doing this one because it's something. I know you guys can probably hear that. I don't want it to be too loud, but you can hear it's like a music, right? Like there's music playing. If you go to the bottom of the video, whatever audio clip it is that you like, scrolling at the bottom of the video is a link to the audio only. So then you can click that and it brings up everyone that's used that audio in order from most liked to least liked. So you can see what other people are doing with that audio and look for inspiration and ways to make that your own and rebrand it as yourself. So you can add this to your favorites right here at the top. Next to the top icon, it says add to favorites. And that's a way to save it for later because you can't always use the audio. But let's just say you were in the mood to go ahead and use the audio. Then you would click right here at the bottom in this red thing, use audio. Okay. So now this audio is going to start playing. But I want to clip it out so that I can do like a couple of different things at once, and I don't want to have to keep pushing the button. So this is how you get super fancy with your editing. Right here is a little timer clock. You click this timer clock and it allows you to drag from the left to the right to wherever you want it to stop. Okay, so now let's just say I want it to stop there. I'm gonna hit start countdown, and this is gonna give me a 3-second countdown to get my mind right. And then I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do during that second, and it will auto stop at the time that you told it to. So if you wanna hit it on like a certain beat or a certain word, or if you're trying to do a fun transition, like I did one with makeup where it looked like I was doing like magic transitions. Like I held a lipstick in front of my lips and then my lips turned red, because I stopped it right at that one spot and then I came back to it after I put the lipstick on, so it looked magical, right? So you just want to play with some of those fun transitions and things like that. Okay, so another way to find music beyond like seeing someone else's video is to go to the Discover page. Under the Discover page, it'll bring up a bunch of different audios that are trending. I honestly think that the reason why my most recent video is at 9,000 views is because of the song that I chose. Everyone in the comments is saying, oh my God, I love that song. Oh my God, I love that song. So it's important to kind of pay attention to the music that you're using. You want to use trendy things that are going to speak to the people and not like obscure music that nobody's ever heard of. When you like videos, hold on, let me exit out. Okay, so that's pretty much it for recording. You can stop it, start it, you could speed it up, you could slow it down, you know, all of that kind of stuff is like, you just gotta, some of these things you just have to do in order to really understand it. But let's just say, for example, hold on, okay, so here's somebody making a cookie cake or something, I don't know. So I wanna give her this a little like. Okay, so now it's got a little heart next to it. if you go to your homepage, at the top of your videos, you can see all of the videos that you've liked. So if you want to heart things just so that they save into your like thing, that way if you're looking for inspiration or you're like, man, what was that one video? That one girl did that awesome, she said something so cool, or she was doing this one dance, or I really loved how she did her makeup, or I want to make a video like that. I always heart those videos so that I can go back to my heart section and scroll through kind of as a creative booster for whatever I'm going to create. One of the things I will say is, just like all other social media, consistency is king. I have posted every single day since I decided to like try for real. The first week or two, I was just a deer in headlights. I had no idea what I was doing. And then when I started to get the hang of it, I committed. And I think that that's one of the reasons why I've had the success that I've had, is because I've put out at least one piece of content every day. And I know some of you are already hyperventilating about that. One of the things that I do is I bulk my content just like I would my other business, on my other platforms. I will make 2 or 3 videos at once. Now they're only a minute long, so this only takes me 10 to 15 minutes to make these pieces of content. It takes me longer to decide which videos I'm gonna make than it does to actually make them, okay? So I try to make 3 videos every time I do my makeup. I almost always do one before makeup and one after makeup with a fun song and like a magical twist. Like there's this one Drake song where he's like, something flip a switch, and then you can hear the switch like click, click. And so you turn off your lights and then you turn on your lights and then suddenly your makeup's done. So like ones like that, where it's like you can record you before the makeup, you can save it into your drafts, and then when your makeup's done, you can finish that video. All right. And then I always like to have one that's like eyeshadow. So that's just my eyeshadow. It's the 3 or 4 steps, or whatever my eye makeup is, just that part. And then I like to make one that's more funny, like relatable kind of one when my makeup's all done, like a voiceover or a dance or something. If you're not into dancing, I'm with you, because I don't know why I can't dance suddenly. I'm almost 40 and I suddenly stopped being able to dance. It's annoying. So use your drafts. I have like 15 videos in my drafts right now, and I roll them out. But you can see here, if you look at my main page, you can see what I'm talking about, because do you see that pink shirt, and that pink shirt? That's the same shirt. I didn't wear that shirt 3 days in a row. That was all the same makeup application. And I just did 3 different things with it. I just spread them out and how I rolled them out. So you'll want to just bulk record a couple videos so that you can have at least one thing to post every single day. Then go back to your analytics, pay attention to when other people are watching your stuff, and try to synchronize your efforts to what they're rewarding you with their likes and their follows and their comments, okay? Just like anything else, you'll want to interact with people that are interacting with you. If they comment on your thing, you want to thank them for it. You want to let them know that you saw it and you appreciate it. Never take it for granted, especially on something like TikTok, where there are millions and millions of videos that they could be watching. The fact that they stopped and took time to comment on yours, you owe them the respect of responding. And so that's another way to kind of help create a sense of community on your TikTok. Another thing that you can do, it's called duetting and reacting. So if you see a very popular video and it's something that aligns with who you are and what you're about, you can duet it. And let me look. Okay, so like here's an example of one. I'll show it to you. So this lady made this video, and then I duetted it, so it made a split screen, and I did what her makeup hack was in this. Do you see how I did that? So it's a split screen of me and her original, Okay, that's called duetting. And because her video was very popular, as a result, it made my video more popular than it would have been had I not duetted her. Okay, and she just said the F-bomb. So like I said, you're allowed to cuss on TikTok. It's totally fine. You don't have to be so prim and proper. So you can do that. The other thing that you can do is react. So a reaction video, you're going to be a little bit smaller screen and they're going to be a bigger screen. And this is one where, like, say they're cooking and then you're just like reacting to what they're doing. That's another way to get content on somebody else's, kind of like piggybacking on someone else's success in a way that shows respect to what they're doing. So, you know, if somebody duetted my content or reacted to my content, it would be very valuable to me because it says to TikTok that I'm trending, that my content is good. And so therefore it's going to boost my video even more, putting me on the For You page. Okay. So you'll want to make sure that you try some of these other techniques, the duetting. Duet me. I don't care if you want to do your first one, just duet me. Pick my best one and whatever. I don't care. But if you want to just test it out in a forum where, like, I'm not going to judge you, I know what you're doing, it's totally fine. So the last thing that I want to, what else? Timer, I showed you how to do that. I showed you how to Zoom. I showed you about the analytics. I told you about the drafts and bulking. I made a lot of lists. Oh, another thing is, just like on Instagram and just like on Facebook, they have their own messenger feature. So you'll be able to message people within the app if they respond, like saying, like that lady that said to me today, what brow palette, what brow thing are you using? So I messaged her and I said, hey girl, I'm using the best brow palette thing ever. Have you heard of Unique? But I waited for her to come to me. In the beginning, you want to build trust. You want to build content that creates followers. You do not want to become a walking advertisement for Unique. All right, so pay attention to somewhat of what the other top leaders are doing. There's a bunch of top leaders that are starting to come over, and success leaves clues. Follow what they're doing. Pay attention to the ones that have followings. I know a Black status presenter that's been doing this longer than me, and she still hasn't even hit 1,000 followers. And it's not because, you know, she's got a market on Facebook, but she's not delivering good content on her TikTok. And that's why she doesn't have a following here, because her content sucks. Sorry to say it, her content sucks. And if she would pay attention to some of the things I'm teaching you about, I think she could have better results. You know what I'm saying? So this is designed to be very successful if you pay attention to all of the like the analytics is what has been most valuable to me. And I'll tell you that my first video that went, I don't even know if this is what TikTok calls viral, but it was my 12th piece of content that got 23,000 views. That's the first time where I felt like, oh shit, this is gonna be good. My 12th video. How many videos have you made for Unique on Facebook? How many times have you posted on Facebook or Instagram and you still are feeling like you're slow moving? TikTok is not slow moving. TikTok's quick. All right. So the last thing that you don't want to do is overthink it. Some of you are overthinkers. We are our own demographic of people. We overthink everything. We want it to be perfect. I'll tell you, the ones that got the most success were the ones that I thought were going to be the suckiest. 200,000 views on breakfast for dinner. I literally put eggs in a pan and baked them in the oven, and it's got 200,000 views. It's when you don't overthink it and you just create something and let it create and let it fly. Right? Don't overthink it. Just create and let it fly. Create and let it fly. And if you do that enough, eventually you'll get some that start to take off, and then you can pay attention. But if you only make one piece of content a week, you're not going to have enough data to be able to determine what's successful to you and your niche. All right. So if you're going to venture out onto TikTok, make a commitment, 30 days, one piece of content a day. That's it. And start to pay attention to your analytics. It's a 1-minute video. You can even only do the 15-second ones. All right. But I'm telling you, it's a vortex. Once you get in it, you're like 3 hours later, because I'm a thinker and I like to process, and I'm paying attention and taking notes, and I'm like, oh, it was funny how they did that, and I like how they did that, and that's a great song, let me save that one. So I think TikTok is what the next generation is all about, and we need to be in line with that if we're going to keep growing our business on social media. So that was a long one, and I want to open it up for questions. I don't even think I told you everything that I know at this point in 3 months of studying it, but I do want to open it up to questions. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on regular view. And then if anybody has questions, I'm getting hot. Whew. Is anybody on TikTok? Are we all following each other? If you're on TikTok, can we be friends?
I'm on TikTok, but I think my son makes all the videos. I haven't ventured into it. I have to figure it out. But well, I'm the overthinker, the real overthinker.
I know you are, and that's exactly why I wanted to make that my last tip. All of us, most of us are overthinkers in that we want to do a good job. One of the things I just did was I just jumped in, and you'll see some of them really suck. But I posted them anyway, because you never know. Sometimes the sucky ones, I'm like, why does this have 1 million views? This is terrible. I don't know. Okay. Tashina. I have it, but no videos. My kid is big about it. I love watching them. All right. Don't be a silent stalker. Interact. You know, if you want interaction, interact with people. And the best thing I could say is to just start making things. Pay attention to what other people are doing, and then start making your own like it. It's not stealing, because you can duet them or whatever. It's totally fine. You can even give credit. You could say, I was inspired by whoever, and that if you want to give credit, but you are limited to characters. I think it's like 240 characters or something. So you can't make these long descriptions. You can't give them a product list. You can't do all, you got to like one sentence and then space for your hashtags, and that's it. Go ahead, Nancy. Did you have I just steamrolled you. So TikTok hands down has the power to transform your business if you use it properly. My advice would be to familiarize yourself with the app and how to create the content, and then just start making stuff. Voiceovers where you're mouthing the words to funny shows or funny or songs or whatever. I've got a few on there where I'm just talking like as like a normal person. You know, I want to let them see different parts of me and what I'm about. And that's all you have to do in 60 seconds or less. It's like speed dating for social media. And I love it. My ADD is like, yes, I'm here for it. Like boom, 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 boom. Float through like 3,000 videos a day. All right. Anybody else have any questions? All right. Well, let's go get TikTok famous. I love you guys so much. I hope you all have fun with this app. Really, let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy. On the flip side, if you want to shoot me a message, if you have any questions about whatever you're trying to figure out, we can do it together. All right? Okay, otherwise, honey, you guys have a beautiful night.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.